Morning, y'all. I'm just getting some coffee finally. Yummy goodness. And there it is. Stuff smells fabulous. I can't wait to have some. Make the coffee. I made a mess. That's what happens when you try to coordinate stuff without a tripod. Hey y'all, see, I'm human. Look at that. Such a sad shame. I'm tired this morning. You'll have to forgive me. Yes, today is the frothy goodness. And I'm probably going to have one of my keto cinnamon rolls that I don't typically eat with my food. Or with my coffee. Whatever. I'm probably going to have a cinnamon roll with it just to enjoy. So, this is breakfast. More yummy goodness, cinnamon roll. Good morning, y'all. Sorry, the lighting is bad for some reason today. Let me see if I can get some better lighting here. Hold on. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I don't know what's with the lighting today. But, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday the 13th, and I am thankful for, sunshine. I love sunshine. Sunshine is my happy place. It makes me happy. If I don't get enough sunshine, I am not a happy person. So I love my sunshine. I've already had my coffee this morning, as you already seen. And I had one of my keto cinnamon rolls this morning. And I'm still not feeling the greatest today. The front, I think, is still trying to move through. It's supposed to be getting really cold here. So I guess I'm going to adjust to that. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done today. I have a ton of stuff to do, but I may just rest up a little bit. I don't know yet. I let myself sleep in this morning till about 7 o'clock. Up and down, but I needed some extra rest. I'm tired. But anyway, so I am going to go ahead and get my day started and see what I can get done. I might only do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, because I've got to work tomorrow, so I won't get tons done tomorrow, but maybe I'll have more motivation tomorrow than I will today. But if I have to rest today, then I have to rest today. That's just how it is. That's how my body tells me what I need to do. So let's have a great day today. I know I look a little tired, a little somber. I'm just not feeling the greatest, so I apologize. But I've got lots to do. The list never ends. So we're going to go ahead and get this day started, and maybe I'll start feeling a little bit better than what I have since I woke up. And maybe I can get some energy and knock out these projects. So alright, let's get this day started, y'all. Hey y'all, this is going to be my lunch for today. 2 of my egg cups and some pickles. And then I'm going to probably have some green tea. So that's what I'm going to have for lunch today. I've been laying down this morning just trying to rest. Nothing too exciting today. Well, I am going to make some dinner. It's around 4:30, and I am going to cook up the rest of these and get these out of the freezer for tonight. And then once I get these all cooked up, I will show you what the rest of my dinner will be. Hey y'all, my pan's a little full, but once they start cooking down a little bit, they start shrinking. And then I also put lemon pepper on it, and then Bragg's 24 spices. So we're gonna go ahead and get these cooked up. Okay y'all, this is dinner. I got my water, and I have a piece of fish, and let me get out of the light here, and some more broccoli casserole, and this is loaded cauliflower. And I haven't done a video on this, but I've done a video on this. So that's what dinner's going to be like today. Hey y'all, I am at the end of the day, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what is keto that I'm currently on, my keto lifestyle. Keto is a high fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate. I don't call it a diet, I call it a lifestyle. So I'm going to include below a keto calculator, so that way you can calculate your calories, your carbohydrates, your fat, and your protein that you need per day to follow the keto lifestyle. The whole word behind keto is ketosis, also aka ketogenic. You're avoiding glucose and sugar in your body, which starts the production of a ketone. And that starts approximately between 10 to 12 hours of avoiding sugar. Your body turns into a fat burning machine at that point. It starts. Now it also depends on how much sugar you're used to consuming, or glucose you're used to consuming. And when I say sugar, that's not just straight sugar. That's anything that has carbohydrates that break down into sugar, bad carbohydrates. So anything that's going to turn into sugar or glucose. If you've been on a lot of the bad carbohydrates, sugar, all the bad food that you shouldn't be eating, it can take from 3 days up to 6 weeks from converting sugar to fat. If you see me looking down, I'm reading my notes. I've been doing some research on this to make sure I get some points across for those of you who wanted to know what keto is, or ketogenic diet, which I call a lifestyle. I've done a lot of research with a lot of different doctors that promote keto and the keto lifestyle. So this is where I'm getting my information from. And if you want some of their links or whatever, just feel free to message me and comment below, and I can send you their information of where I'm getting my information from. It does work. There's tons and tons of people with success stories. So it's not just me giving you these facts. So I encourage you to research it. When you're running on ketones, your level of your blood sugars are lower. So ketones are like the original fuel for your body. A long time ago, before we had all of the junk in our diet, the sugar, they didn't have access to all of this processed, made up stuff back in the older days. And our bodies ran on ketones. And the ketones are what is actually burning the glucose and the fat in your body. So you can, get rid of that stored up production. Let's see, your ketones protect your protein. It won't convert your protein to fat. A lot of people have worries when they go on a diet or some type of a program that they're going to lose muscle mass, and you're not going to lose muscle mass being on the ketogenic diet. You are actually protecting that protein that you're eating. It's going to store that protein for fuel instead of sugar. So if you're not eating sugar, your fuel is going to be your protein in order to burn your fat, if that makes sense. Let's see here. You're not going to lose your muscle mass, so you don't have to worry about that. And the more you work out, the more muscle you're going to put on and actually burn more fat. It's just a very simple, mind-boggling process to some people, because we've been told that fat is bad for us, but it's not. Now, if you're eating junk food, yeah, that's a bad kind of fat. You need to eat a healthy fat. Let's see here. Oh, if you're noticing you're staying the same weight when you are on the ketogenic plan, that is probably because you are storing your protein, which is building your muscle. In return, you're not going to lose weight because why? Muscle weighs more than fat. You may still be losing fat and you just don't realize it, because you're actually building muscle at the same time. So don't get discouraged. Eventually you'll start seeing more weight loss if you get into that point where you're not losing anything. A few things you need to look at in the diet is what are you currently eating? How much are you eating? But a lot of times it's because you're building muscle. So don't get too worried. Go a week or two and see how you do, and then take a look at your diet if you're still not losing any weight. Now, if you're working out extremely hard and you're doing actual bodybuilding or strength training, then yeah, you're going to be gaining a lot of muscle. So weight a lot of times means nothing. You need to measure yourself. That's where you know if you're still losing the fat that you need to be losing, is actually take measurements. And right here is my measuring tape. I measure every single day besides my weight, just to kind of track myself. Some people it helps to do the weight. Other people it doesn't help at all. It actually is a curse. So I do all of it just because you guys are tracking and following me. So I can tell you if I've lost any weight besides the inches. But the inches is the tall tale sign if you're doing the ketogenic lifestyle properly. Whether you're gaining muscle or not, you're still going to lose inches. And that means you're doing it properly. In your first, probably most people within their first week or two, and I spoke about this in a previous video where I am only losing like a pound a week. But that's perfectly normal because I was on previous smoothie cleanse and stuff where I had already lost all of the fluid. If you're losing more than 2 pounds a week, the rest is fluid that you're losing. You haven't lost your fluid in your body yet. And you're not going to see that every week. You'll get a big weight loss. You may lose 10 pounds in your first week. And then all of a sudden you drop down to 1 or 2 pounds. That's perfectly normal. You're not doing anything wrong. That just means you've lost all that body fluid inside. And what is body fluid that you're retaining? What is the fluid? It's actually sugar. You're losing all that sugar. You're getting rid of that out of your system. Now, if you continually eat sugar, you're not going to lose it. You're just going to keep going through a vicious cycle and you'll never see results. You've got to cut the sugar out, the carbs out. So a natural weight loss on the ketogenic lifestyle is 1 to 2 pounds a week after you've lost all that fluid, which is me. I'm 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's standard. That's a natural body progression of weight loss. You're not going to see much more than that. If you do, like I said, it's your fluid. Keto allows you to only spike your blood sugar at the times that you're eating it. For somebody who's not doing a ketogenic lifestyle and they're doing a standard American diet, they're probably eating 3 times a day and they're having snacks in between and probably after their last meal. You're spiking your blood sugar all day long without giving it a break for it to do its fat burning process. So you can control when your blood sugar is being spiked, especially people that are on diabetes, insulin and stuff. This is really good lifestyle to be on, because you could be insulin resistant and can't get a hold of the fact that your body can't control the blood sugar. And being on a ketogenic diet, it will eventually start controlling your blood sugar, and it will eventually break through being non-insulin resistant at that point. You'll find that with a lot of different diseases, but diabetes especially, because you're cutting out the sugar and everything that's feeding the body for you to become a diabetic. It's not my words. These are words from the doctors and also from proven cases. And we'll talk a little bit more about the ketogenic eating habits as far as when you should be eating. Now, when you start keto, you will, within 1 to 3 days, you'll feel a low blood sugar. You'll feel lightheadedness, cravings, headaches. That's called the keto flu. Some people get it really bad. Some people don't get it very bad. It just depends on how toxic and how much crap you're used to eating. Me, I had just slight headaches, but I've always had problems with headaches also, so that's no surprise. I didn't really feel anything else. I mean, yeah, some of the cravings, but that's typical on any type of diet or program that you go on, because you're trying to break the habit. But that's temporary, and there are ways around that. You need to make sure you get your electrolytes in. A lot of that is your body's trying to flush out all of the bad stuff, and it's with it, it's flushing out all the salt and everything else that you have going on in your diet. But if you get your electrolytes in, then you're going to feel better than what you thought you would during the keto flu. And it doesn't last very long. It usually lasts maybe a week at the most. Sometimes it only lasts a couple of days. It just depends on the person. I can't give you an answer because each person's different. You're going to start out on the ketogenic diet at 3 meals a day. Now, I didn't do this because like I said, I'd already done the smoothie cleanse, and then I went to 1 smoothie a day, and then 2 meals. I just went straight to 2 meals a day and my coffee in the morning. That's what I went to. Now, if you've never done anything before this, or you're not on any particular plan, start out with 3 meals a day and no snacks at all. And like I said, I'm going to include that calculator below in the notes, so you can calculate how much calories, fat, protein, carbohydrates, all of that you need to sustain you in between the meals, so you don't have to stack. And as I told you before, the more you eat, the more you spike your insulin. And if you're spiking your insulin, you're never giving your body a chance to burn the fat. That's the whole point in the ketogenic diet, is to burn the fat. So start out with 3 meals a day. You may start out doing that for the first week or two. And you'll be able to process, okay, I'm not that hungry, so maybe I should move to 2 meals a day. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when it comes to intermittent fasting and how that works and plays in the part also. But you may notice that you're not hungry as much in 2 weeks after you've been doing 3 meals a day. So then you can back off your meals. Maybe you want to go to smaller meals for another 2 weeks. Or 1 small meal and then the bigger meals. 2 bigger meals. And then move to just the 2 bigger meals that fit the calorie amount that you're supposed to have per day. And don't go by what the American Standard Diet tells you. Each individual person needs 1,200 to 2,200 calories, depending on who it is and what your weight and stuff is. No, it's all calculated, very specific to you. So you need to use the calculator to know how much calories, fat, protein, all that you're supposed to be eating. Now the carbohydrates, if you want to lose some extreme weight and feel extremely better about yourself, you need to eventually get those carbohydrates to 20 carbohydrates or less a day. If you're a severe diabetic, you need to do it now. You don't need to wait. And I've seen and watched plenty of stories on people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic and getting ready to be diagnosed and insulin dependent. And they went on the hardcore ketogenic diet. When I say hardcore, that's 20 grams or 20 carbohydrates or less a day. No ifs, ands, or buts. And their health is improved and they've lost a lot of weight. But that's up to you. Do you want to be healthy or do you not want to be healthy? I'm going to wrap this up here. It's getting kind of long. And I'm going to do a second video that'll come out tomorrow that is going to be on intermittent fasting. So I'll do that tomorrow because there's just so much to cover on just being keto lifestyle in general. And I'm not answering everything. I'm not giving you all the information. I'm just trying to give you something to get started on. Okay, so let's see here. When you're doing the ketogenic diet and you're burning ketones, your body also goes into autophagy, and I won't get too scientific with that. Autophagy is basically, it's recycling the old cells, all the damaged stuff in your body. It's recycling it and getting rid of it. So when I talked about previously with my brain fog, that is because I have the dead brain cells. It's clogging up the healthy part of my brain with my speech, and it's not allowing my brain to function properly. And so going through the ketogenic diet, I am going through autophagy. That's why I'm doing better with my speech. My brain and the physical speaking part of it is keeping up with each other for the most part. Now I'm still working on it, but it's doing so much better. So it's cleaning out all of those dead cells that are no longer worth anything, and it's renewing the ones that are in there that can be saved. So that's what autophagy is, but I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail because I don't want to confuse you on that. It's basically like taking a car, for all you car people, taking the car, getting an oil change, draining the dirty oil out and putting the clean oil in so the rest of the engine can work properly. If you keep the dirty oil in, it's going to cause all kinds of problems. You've got to change the oil. So if that helps a little bit. So that's pretty much what keto is, or the ketogenic lifestyle, the ketogenic diet, whatever you want to call it. That's a quick summary of what keto is. I hope that helps. For those of you that were curious on knowing what it was, I consider it a lifestyle. And like I said, it's really similar to what the actual Sugar Busters is. And I consider that a lifestyle also. It's basically retraining your body how to burn fat and healing your body of all these problems, issues, diseases, you name it. And I can do a separate video if you guys are all interested. Comment below on all the different benefits as far as the diseases and all the things that come with it for doing a ketogenic lifestyle. Comment below if you'd like to see one of those videos, and I will get my research done and do a video about that. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Today was kind of a lazy day because I wasn't feeling that great because I have horrible allergies, as I had said before. And sometimes it takes me a couple days just to recuperate, especially when there's a front coming in. And I just needed to rest today. I needed my body a chance to just rest. Now I did work on videos, and I worked on a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I didn't go over the top. I didn't leave the house today. I just gave my body a chance to just slow down. It was telling me it's time to slow down a little bit. So I went ahead and did that today, and then I showed you all some of my food that I had today, and that was pretty much it. There was nothing too exciting, so that's why I wanted to talk about keto today, so you had some type of footage that may help you all out as far as learning more about the ketogenic diet. But I'm going to close this out, and tomorrow I will work on the intermittent fasting, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you like below, comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, so that way you get some notifications when I load new videos. And like I said, leave me comments on what you'd like to hear or see. Well, that's it for the night, and I am going to close this out. Don't forget, y'all, to live a simple, happy, healthy, tiny life. Have a great night, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.